Dear Pilgrim, the General Directorate of the Council for Commanding the Good and Forbidding the Evil in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia welcomes you and prays that Allah will make your Hajj rewarding and worthy of His acceptance. The Council would like also to present to you the following important information on some of the sites in and around the Makkan and Madinan Harams. This is a site where the Battle of Uhud between the Prophet and the Mushrikeen of Mecca took place. 70 of the companions, including the Prophet's paternal uncle Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, were murdered at Uhud. With the exception of Hamza's grave, none of the graves of the companions who were known to be buried there is conspicuous today. The ravages of time, as well as the fact that those great companions' graves were not linked to any authentic ritual or religious act, contributed to this anonymization of the companions' grave at Uhud. A Muslim is permitted to visit graveyards. The Prophet, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon him, is known to have visited graveyards such as the one at Uhud and made dua for its inhabitants. The Prophet also warned in Sahih Hadith against excessive frequenting of graveyards on the part of women. He said, "May Allah's curse be on those women who indulge in excessive visiting of graveyards." So a Muslim should preserve his Tawheed, pure monotheism, and desist from an Islamic act such as seeking benediction, barakah, from the soil or rocks of certain site, or addressing to the dead or even to the living requests which only Allah can grant. Unfortunately, however, some pilgrims who visit Uhud engage in practices that are at variance with the standard practice, Sunnah, of the Prophet. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon him. Some drops their nail paring or hair, some douse the graves with perfume, leading some weak-minded people to believe that the fragrance is issuing from the graves. These and their likes are misguided and superstitious practices, which neither the Prophet nor his companions were in the habit of doing when they visited Uhud. Dear Pilgrim, the General Directorate of the Council for Commanding the Good and Forbidding the Evil in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia welcomes you and prays that Allah will make your Hajj rewarding and worthy of His acceptance. The Council would like also to present to you the following important information on some of the sites in and around the Makkan and Madinan Harams. Al-Baqiyah Cemetery. This historical cemetery is home to the graves of thousands of the Prophet's companions. Al-Baqiyah is still used as a graveyard by the inhabitants of Medina. In keeping with the Prophet's teachings, the companions' grave in Al-Baqiyah cemetery were left anonymous. There is no solid evidence to support any claim that this or that grave at Al-Baqiyah contains the remains of this or that companion of the Prophet. The Prophet, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon him, used to visit Al-Baqiyah cemetery and make the following dua for its inhabitants. السلام عليكم دار قوم مؤمنين أنتم السابقون ونحن إن شاء الله بكم لاحقون اللهم اغفر لأهل بقيع الغرقد. Peace be upon you, O abode of believing folks. You are the ones who died first, and we will surely follow in your footsteps. O Allah, forgive the sins of the people of Baqiyah al-Gharqad. These were the only words the Prophet would utter when he visited Al-Baqiyah cemetery. It is not documented in any reliable authentic source that the Prophet used to stop at certain graves or leave some of his hair or nails on them. Instead, the Prophet would make the visit an occasion for dua, for the deed, and a moment for reflection on death and what comes after that. No less bigger than the loss incurred by someone who, though Allah had enabled to visit his grand mosque, al-Masjid al-Haram, wherein he can pray and draw nearer to his Lord, he chooses to ask help and seek relief from the other than Allah by the companions of the Prophet or Muslim saints, Salihin. Once again, a Muslim should always remember Allah's saying in his book, "Indeed, God will not forgive associating any God with him, but he forgives anything less than this for whomever he wills. For whoever associates God with God has truly forgiven a great sin."